Development in the field of homeopathic drug proving after Hahnemann. Okay, how it was going on in different countries. Okay, just we will see some of this is important, like mainly important part is Indian aspect. Okay, how it happened in India. Okay, that thing is more important. Okay, Germany, after Dr. Hahnemann in the field of homeopathic drug proving firstly approved John Christian Gottfried Jor, a professor of the University of Leipzig, Germany. He published at Leipzig in 1825 a first volume of the results obtained. Okay, all these things are more important for competitive exams. Okay, after that, two distinguished members of the homeopathic school, Herbert and Trinks, took up the work of instituting and publishing of the drug proving. This work was published in the Leipzig in three volumes dated 1828, 1829, 1831, okay, respectively. The next name on our list is the John Ernest Staff. Okay, this is physician, one of the Hahnemann's oldest and most valued disciplines. Okay, means disciplines is not like follower. Okay, these are the followers. So I think already you have studied about this in history of okay, general history. Okay, disciplines means who are the followers. Okay, begins in 1822 to publish a journal generally known simply as the Archives, or very often Archives. The whole work makes a very valuable volume, and it has been renewed into English by Charles uh, Julius Hampel. Okay, then next part is the Australia. What happened in Australia? Okay, just last 2 years before in Australia again there was a position about for homeopathy. Okay, but some uh, great homeopaths, they have given evidence based articles, and they now after that they are satisfied. Okay, so Australia. In Australia from 1842 onwards, the Homeopathic Society of Vienna undertook numerous reproving as well as establishing new pathogenesis. Most of them have been translated into the English with more or less um, completeness. All Australians were forbidden by a strict law to send anything outside of Australia to be printed. Hence, not only the Ninnings but all other Australian appears of literature with only initials. None by symptoms were obtained in the true way, which by the proving on the uh, healthy body. Okay, there is one book. Okay, homeopathy around the world. Okay, it is written by ex-director of NIH. Okay, okay, already we have conducted one seminar with him. Okay, Professor Dr. Iswara Das sir. Okay, so if you will get chance you can read this. Okay, means nearby 180 countries how homeopathy has evolved. Okay, so about that he has written the about homeopathy. Okay, so if you will get chance try to read that book. Okay, then in France some indigenous provings were done by David Roth. Okay, Jor, um, Antonic Pizor, okay, 1781 to 1859 of Paris. Okay, then different names were there. Okay, then published in the French homeopathic journals. Okay, then after that English. Okay, so this English, Britain, okay, British, they have means very much contribution regarding everything in homeopathy, because they have translated all the literature in English for their satisfaction and for their easiness. Okay, and it was just means revolved all over the world. Okay, because English is like approximately 70 to 80% of the world population speaks English. Okay, so that's why this was the good initiative done by the English people. Okay, means they have translated all the German or other language form of books into English. Okay, that's why it is also one reason why after allopathy, homeopathy is the means world's second largest system of medicine all over world. The reason behind this is the approximately, or you can tell 99% of all the homeopathic literatures are in English. Okay, that's why everyone can read all over the world. Okay, but if you go to other system of medicine it is a little problem. Okay, pupil has to learn the particular language to study the particular literature. Okay, that is the big issue. Okay, that is also one reason why homeopathy is after allopathy, homeopathy was like so much practiced all over world. Okay, the next is the John Henry Clark, provide provided many important notes. He has the credit of introducing the first remedies in the homeopathic materia medica. Okay, then Persian, carcinosin, parotid. Okay, many drugs are there. Okay, Bacillinum is there. Okay, then the proving of Kali carbonicum, Kali bicromium done by the Drysel. Okay, Naja by Russell. Okay, then many others are there. Okay, all these things proving to you will study in materia medica. Okay, and this also becomes like in materia medica mostly examiner ask. Okay, like suppose you have one drug. Okay, ki arsenic albium. Okay, so who has proved this, like that? And these are like objective questions in competitive exams also. Okay, so later on it will be easy for you when you will complete all the drugs. Okay, so for time being or like first year level it is not so much important. Okay, at least some drug you will remember, that much is enough. Then Spain, okay, Jos Nunge, okay, was a Spanish Orthodox, okay, physician. Orthodox means who don't have like a proper degree, okay, they are just like a persons who practice any system of medicine, but they are not the graduate or postgraduate or graduate or literate in the medical science. Just by learning from some people, they just learn and they do the practice. Okay, like in Indian language, we normally call it as like who are just uh, normally okay in like UP or other places. Okay, just we call it as a like Jhola Chhap doctor. Okay, so like that. The Orthodox pupils who converted to homeopathy and received an ordinary a doctorate in 1867 from the Homeopathic Medical College of Pennsylvania. Okay, Pennsylvania already you know it is in America. To become one of the first Spanish homeopath who is the founder of the Hahnemannian Society of Madrid, of the Homeopathic Institute and St. Joe's Hospital, honorary president of Liga and Medicamentorum Homeopathic. This Liga Medicamentorum Homeopathic, uh, this union is the biggest, means one of the association of, okay, all over world, okay, biggest association all over world, okay. The medical university, from the English to German, Hahnemann become come across this statement made by the, okay, already this done 2 minutes, no? Of the laboratories, this Liga Medicamentorum Homeopathic Pathica Internationalis. Okay, this is the biggest homeopathic association, or like in India, you have seen MCI, Medical Council of India. Okay, so like international council, one of the biggest international council. Okay, and like some years before, if I am not forgetting, in 2012 they have kept an international conference in Delhi also. Okay, so every time they keep in different places. Okay, just after that they have kept in Rio, Brazil. Okay, then after that they kept I think in France. Okay, so they normally used to keep different international conferences. Okay, all over world. In 1864, George Nune conducted a proving of Tarantula hespertica. Okay, then Italy. Okay, what is the status of homeopathy in Italy? Okay, this is just a little, okay, to just to boost you up. Okay, otherwise there is a big history is there. Okay, I told you na ki homeopathy around the world. Okay, so that book this is a like a very big book. Okay, so there also you can see Italy, in Italy, Rocco Rubini. Okay, uh, introduced the drug Cactus grandifolia. The Cactus grandifolia, published by him in 1864, has been translated into all the languages. Okay, then translated of pure materia medica and the therapeutics. Okay, then Brazil. Okay, Brazil has, I think, this time they have made their own official pharmacopoeia. Okay, before they were on the American, they are just this following the American homeopathic pharmacopoeia. In Brazil, proving of plant and animal venoms. Okay, Laps, Crotellus haridus. Okay, to colony were introduced by Benoit Jones More. Okay, author of the provings of the principal animal and Vegetables Poison of the Brazilian, okay, Emperor, published in English in 1854. Okay, then America, okay, America, though already you know, okay. In America, some of the homeopathic physicians contributed for the homeopathic drug proving. Okay, honored name among the American contribution to our materia medica, Constantine Herring. Okay, this you will study in Organon of Medicine also. Okay, he is father of American homeopathy. And what is the contribution of Constantine Herring? Okay, 1800 to 1880. Okay, then Timothy Field Allen is there. Okay, that is TF Allen. Okay, short form in Materia Medica books are there. Okay, Timothy Field Allen. Okay, short form TF Allen. Okay, then Edward Moss here. Okay, then James Tyler Kent. That is short form is JT Kent. Okay, so JT Kent also you will study in Materia Medica. So these type many names were there. Okay, then Dunham is there. Okay, then investigation and collection of the drug proving of the United States has proved from the American Institute of Homeopathy. Okay, all the things related with homeopathy are approved by their association, that is the American Institute of, okay, AIH. Then Constantine Herring, about Constantine Herring is given. Okay, this you will study in material organ of medicine later on, but we will just see a little. He proved Constantine Herring. He has proved 72 drugs, out of which the followings are the most important drugs. Okay, lachesis is there, cantharis is there, colchicum is there, iodum is there, miserium is there, sabadilla is there, sabina is there. Okay, sorinum is there, nux moschata, crotellus is there, apis is there. Okay, Phytolocca is there, Platina is there, Clonine is there, Gelsemium is there. Okay, Chloric acid is there, phosphoric acid is there. Herring described the 5 steps involved in the drug proving protocol in the preferred volume 1. Okay, so he has written, okay, how drug proving, okay, guiding symptoms of homeopathic materia medica, he has written. Probability when a symptom occurs in proving, then there is a first certain probability that belongs to the remedy picture. Okay, then confirmation when several volunteers have the same symptoms during the proving. Okay, volunteer number is fixed. Okay, like you have to keep a proper number of volunteers. So it is not like that you are getting in 5% and you will just write a book of materia medica. Okay, there is a fixed things are there. Okay, yeah, how much people should be there. Okay, it is time to time updated. Okay, time to time it is updated. Okay, current it is just taken by the European Committee of Homeopathy. Okay, then correlations, when means it looks the physiological or pathological effects of the drug when taken at a raw substances in accidental proving. Okay, sometimes it happens accidental proving. Okay, you want to do something else and you got something else. Okay, that is called as a accidental proving. Okay, you already know penicillin. Okay, how penicillium notatum was discovered. Okay, penicillin, it was just a accidental. Okay, verification, when a clinical verification is made by the seeing if the remedy cures when gives according to the symptom similarity. Okay, then characteristics, when the symptom is considerably verified by the clinical uh, cures, then it is becomes a characteristics of that remedy. Okay, clinically when you are getting the results, okay, that is called as a okay, clinical verifications. Okay, these are small terms you will get later on also. Okay, then TF Allen, okay, about him little is given. Okay, what he has done. Of a New York in USA, contributed Encyclopedia of Pure Homeopathic. Okay, then Edward Moss, what he has done. Okay, then Richard Hughes. Okay, all these things are like syllabus of Organon. Okay, you will read more about them in Organon. James Tyler Kent. Okay, then Kent has given different about drug proving what he has given. Okay, at first year level, okay, examiner will expect you from only the what Dr. Hahnemannian concept, what, okay, he has done. Okay, mainly, so you have to just go around Dr. Hahnemannian concept. Okay, then a master prover of the decided up to who will prepare for the proving of substances unknown of the class and all the proven known only to himself. Okay, so this was about the Dr. Kent. Then we have, okay, potentization of 30 potencies were there. Then proving do not know why. Okay, then Professor uh, below is there. Okay, so that is not so much important. Okay, then Different pupils were there. Okay, then
Nice.
okay. Okay, next part is the history of homeopathic drug proving in India. Okay, this part is little important. Okay, because in any scenario you have to know. Okay, how provings were done. Okay, already one book is written. Okay, if you see Boric Materia Medica. Okay, proving of homeopathy, Indian homeopathic drugs. Okay, the idea of proving indigenous drugs of India first organized in the mind of Dr. S.C. Ghosh. Okay, of 1886 as the founder, that it is the very unfortunate that the homeopathic of India have done nothing to aid to the dignity and usefulness of homeopathy. So he proved ficus religiosa in 1887 without any assistance. Okay, and it was like a big issue. Okay, like he was not supported by any Indian doctors. Okay, he was supported by all the foreign doctors. Okay, when he has done this type of proving. Okay, ficus religiosa. Okay, he has done his first proving with the ficus religiosa. Okay, so remember this may be also a objective question. Okay, so he was not so much supported by Indian doctor, he was supported much by the foreign doctors. Okay, okay, then a friendly advice of the homeopathic Trinity of the India, accept the help of Els Surger of the University of Vienna. Okay, means Els Surger, he has supported him. Okay, otherwise Indian doctors they have not supported. Okay, by Vienna, University of Vienna, came to Kolkata and voluntarily encouraged and appreciated him. He was fortunate enough to win the sympathy and active cooperation of several eminent foreign homeopathic. Okay, notably, okay, Copper White, okay, Hughes, H.C. Allen, okay, Nash, okay, then Albert, okay, then here Peter, okay, Clark, okay, Shedd and others. Okay, about these physicians, doctors, stalwarts, you will know better when you will study organ second year, third year, fourth year. Okay, so by them, okay, Dr. S.C. Ghosh was more supported by these foreign doctors when he was doing the drug proving. Okay, S.C. Ghosh proved several new indigenous drugs, okay, Indian, and gave them to his patients in low potency with great results. Okay, these provings were incorporated by J.H. Clark in the Dictionary of Practical Materia Medica. Okay, Dr. J.H. Clark has written 3 volumes of book. Okay, Dictionary of Practical Materia Medica, Volume 1, the Dictionary of Practical Materia Medica Volume 2, and Dictionary of Practical Materia Medica Volume 3. Okay, so there you will find. Okay, S.C. Ghosh compiled a book named Drugs of Hindustan. Okay, so this book was there. Okay, S.C. Ghosh, Drugs of Hindustan. Okay, in which proving of 51 Indian drugs are included. Okay, unfortunately, nobody noticed that the book until 1970 to 1971. Okay, means till the publication of first pharmacopoeia. Okay, when the Central Council of Research in Indian Medicine and Homeopathy. Okay, previously it was called as the Central Council of Research in Indian Medicine and Homeopathy. Okay, that is CCRIM and H. Okay, later on name was changed. Okay, then unearthed the book, and a number of drugs were proved. Okay, so means CCRH, okay, Central Council of Research in Homeopathy, they have published this book. Okay, by Dr. S.C. Ghosh. Okay, Drugs of Hindustan. Then after that, pupils used to notice. Okay, yeah, something is there that is proved in India also. Okay, then Pratap Chandra Majumdar. Okay, edited Indian Homeopathic Reviews, second oldest homeopathic journals in India. Okay, he he along with Dr. D.N. Roy. Okay, D.N. Roy is also a famous homeopath. Okay, about their contributions you will study in Organon of Medicine. Okay, so Dr. D.N. Roy, okay, established Calcutta Homeopathic Medical College in 1881. Okay, so first homeopathic medical college in India is established in Disha. First homeopathic medical college in India is established in, hello, nobody.
1881.
Yes, remember it. Okay, 1881. Okay, because this is many times asked in question papers. Okay, So this is the Calcutta Homeopathic Medical College, still running under Government of West Bengal. Okay, this college is under Government of West Bengal. Okay, government college. Okay, and we got many examiners from this college also. Okay, in our institute, like they came to take exam from this college. Okay, so Dr. Pratap Chandra Majumdar. Okay, Indian. Uh, okay, edited Indian homeopathic reviews. Okay, then second largest homeopathic journals in India. He, along with D. N. Roy, established Calcutta Homeopathic Medical College in 1881 and come into the field of drug proving and provided three or four indigenous drug of India. Okay, so remember this कि Calcutta Homeopathic Medical College. Okay, it was established by Dr. D. N. Roy. Okay, in 1881, first homeopathic medical college in India. Okay, then Pramoda Prasad Vishwas, okay, of the Pabna, okay, Kali Kumar Bhattacharya of Kucha Bahar, okay, have proved several indigenous drugs. Indigenous means which is the Indian origin, okay, which is like Indian origin or origin of West Bengal, okay, that is called as a indigenous drugs, okay. Then next is the P. Sankaran, okay, conducted drug proving on the Aquamarina, okay, then Hirudo, okay, officinalis, and okay, Pituitaria glandula, okay. So P. Sankaran is actually from the Mumbai, okay, Mumbai, okay. Then drug provings now termed as a homeopathic pathogenetical trial, okay. Now it is important, okay. If question paper will be like that, write in detail about HPT, homeopathic pathogenical trials. Okay, don't confuse. You have to answer the question of drug proving. Okay, what is drug proving or what is homeopathic pathogenical trials? Both are synonyms. Okay, so please be careful. Okay, don't leave answer. Okay, you are not knowing. Homeopathic pathogenetic trial means drug proving. Okay, that is also called as HPT, are conducted now by Central Council of Research in Homeopathy CCRH. Since the emerging of homeopathy, the progress and the methodology of HPT has improved greatly. Okay, this drug proving process is still going on under the umbrella of CCRH. Okay, Central Council of Research in Homeopathy. Okay, proving conducted by S.C. Ghosh. Okay, what he has proved. Okay, Ficus religiosa. Okay, then Nicanthus. Okay, Albiartis, okay, Justica, Adhatoda, Terminalis, Arjuna, okay, Dr. D. N. Roy, okay, Abroma, Augusta, Saraka, Indica, or Junesia Ashoka. Okay, then we will see next. Okay, then Pramoda Prasad Vishwas, okay, Androschenias, okay, then Amura, okay, then Andrographies, okay, then Aglifolia, okay, then all these drugs are there. Pratap Chandra Majumdar, okay, Agidracta indica, that neem, okay, then Kali Kumar Bhattacharya, okay, yes, okay, like given many other drugs, okay, like Chiraita is there, okay. Now definition of drug proving. Okay, actual homeopathic pharmacy starts from here. Okay, till now we have studied about the history part. Okay, so that is the mixing up of, you can tell, organon of medicine, and that is the mixing up homeopathic pharmacy. Okay, but now definition of drug proving. This is the homeopathic pharmacy part. Okay, and I told you earlier also, in first year you will get same question, define in detail drug proving, but from second year onwards, second year, third year, fourth year, you may get in organon of medicine also same question, define in detail process of drug proving. Okay, but you will get there in the reference of aphorisms 105 to 10145. Okay, 105 to 145. Okay, so remember these things. Okay, so this may be a question of organon of medicine also, homeopathic pharmacy. Okay, but at first year level you don't have question on organon of medicine. That's why from second year onwards, same topic you may get in organon of medicine. Okay, so definition of drug proving. Be careful. Okay, drug proving is the process of acquiring a knowledge of instruments intended for the curing of the natural disease. Okay, this is given in aphorism number 105. Drug proving is the process of acquiring a knowledge of instruments intended for the cure of natural diseases. Okay, then it is the systematic and orderly way of um, in investigating the pathogenetic power of the medicine on a healthy person. By drug proving, we means the positive effect of the drug upon the living organism. Each that to know the pathogenetic effect of the drug provings are experiments with drug substances on healthy human being to note the disease producing power known as the curative power of the particular drugs. Okay, so here any doubt you have, anything you have not understood, any term you have not understood here. Drug proving is the process of acquiring knowledge of instruments intended for the cure of the natural disease 105. It is the systematic and ordinary way of the investigation the pathogenetic power of the medicine on the healthy person. By drug proving, we means the positive effect of the drug upon living organism, that is to know the pathogenetic effect of the drug. Drug provings are experimented with the drug substances on healthy human being to note the disease producing power known as the curative power of the particular drugs. Okay, so anything you have not understood, I will explain. Anything you have not understood, please you can ask. Hello, terms are okay. Okay, if still you go through it, okay, still you will not understand, please ask me. Okay, because I feel everything is clear, but still you are not understanding any term, we can clear. Okay, so next we will go prerequisite essential of the drug proving. Okay, so what are the requisite or needed for the drug proving? Okay, the definition of drug proving you need to remember. Okay, because your answer will start from here. Okay, then drug proving, okay, drugs. The quality of the drug must be pure, must be free from all mixture with other drug, and it must possesses all the active properties. Okay, so when you are drug proving, you have to very first you have to sure what drug material you are using, that should be of very good quality and that should be pure. Otherwise, all the other process will be of no use. Okay, so first you have to assure that your drug material is very good. Okay, second, prover. The prover, okay, prover means the person on whom you are doing the experiment. Okay, these are the provers. The prover must possesses the proper balance, okay, state, so that we can estimate and weight the amount of the disturbance caused when we deliberately upset the balance and health. Okay, so properly we have to know the balance of health. Okay, that person on whom we are doing the process of drug proving, okay, they are like properly mentally and physically healthy or not. Okay, like as per WHO, health means it is a not merely the absence of disease, but it is the physical, social, mental, and physical well-being. Okay, so that should be there. Okay, the person should be proper healthy. Okay, otherwise it will not be of use. Okay, the first is the quality of the, okay, second is the quality of prover, that should be healthy. Okay, then environment, how should be the environment? Okay, the circumstances, okay, surrounding the prover must be those of his natural surroundings. Okay, how means the surrounding should be a proper, okay, it should not be like a diseased surrounding. Okay, the surrounding should be very proper, so that when you are doing a proving process, it should be means you are like very much confident about the weather or like everything. Okay, or the process. Okay, like means your persons on whom you are doing the proving, their diet habit is proper, they are living in the same environment, and that is healthy environment, and everything you have to see. Okay, so what is this triangle you need to remember? Drug, prover, environment. Okay, drug should be of genuine quality, prover perfect and healthy, okay, and environment normal surroundings. Okay, so please, this triangle you just make a copy of triangle in your mind. Okay, image, okay, just image you make in your mind, so that you will not forget. Okay, drug, genuine quality, prover, perfect healthy, environment, okay, normal surroundings. Okay, this is very important. Okay, then next we will see next page, objects of the drug proving. Okay, what is the object? Object means what is the aim or object, why we are doing drug proving. Okay, what is the need of drug proving. Okay, question may be any form. Okay, what is the aim of drug proving, what is the objective of drug proving, why we are doing drug proving, what is the use of drug proving. Okay, so this many type of words are there. Okay, so what is the object of drug proving? To know the pathogenetic effect is that disease producing effect upon the healthy human being. Okay, any drug material that we are just thinking ki this may be a good drug, so actually they can produce any disease in healthy human being, that we have to see. Okay, to know the pathogenetic effect is that the disease producing effect upon the healthy human beings. Okay. Second point, to observe and record the alternation of the normal sensation by the production of objective symptoms. Okay, means what is the meaning of objective and subjective symptoms? Anybody can tell? I think I have told you in class. Objective and subjective symptoms. To observe and record the alternation of this normal sensation by the production of subjective symptoms. What is the meaning of objective and subjective? Anybody?
Sir, subjective system are like the fever that feel by patients,
Okay, that is the subjective. And what is objective?
and objective that is objected by exam means the physician
Physician
to the
can see
patient.
you. Physician. Suppose anybody has head injury, somebody has like swelling on the forehead, so that you can easily see. Okay,
Step
that is the objective symptom. Subjective, which is narrated by the patient. Okay, which you cannot feel. Okay, but the patient can narrate. Okay, so that is called as a subjective. Subjective is telling. Okay, that is the subjective symptom. Okay. So these subjective symptoms to observe and record the alternation of the normal sensation by the production of subjective symptoms. Okay, means objective symptoms to you can see. Okay, but subjective, what type of feeling that patient is, what type of problems like pain is there. Okay, so that the person will tell and that you can record. Okay, that is the aim of drug proving. Okay, next third point is to observe and note the deviation in the appearance of the surface, changes in the tissues, organs, changes in the physiological functions, etc. Okay, anything. Okay, any type of physiological change. Okay, by drug taking drugs, somebody will get body pain, somebody will become lethargic, somebody will become like get diarrhea, somebody may get fever. Okay, the many things are there. Okay, so like that. So these are you have to observe and note deviation in the appearance of the surface, changes in the tissues, organs, changes in the physiological functions, etc. Then next is the to produce the characteristics of the drugs as their manifestation in the disease state. To produce the characteristics of the drug as the manifestation in the disease state. Okay, here just we have to the reflect the picture of the drug. Okay, means it will be the mirror image of the drug. Okay, means if healthy human being you are giving any drug, all the healthy person will just produce all the symptoms. Okay, that type of symptoms can be cured by the particular drug. Okay, this is the like you can tell a mirror image is there. Okay, to produce the characteristics of the drug as the manifested in the diseased state. Okay, so these all four are the points for the process of drug proving. Okay, remember these things. Okay, next we will go to the selection of the provers. Okay, how will you select the provers? Okay, selection of provers. Okay, so we will see this selection of prover. Okay, so here animal proving. Okay, suddenly to we cannot give any type of medicine or any type of thing we are feeling this is medicinal to any human being. What will happen? Sometimes because of wrong dose or wrong thing that may be poisonous to the person. Okay, so animal proving. Okay, normally we do the animal proving. Okay, when we start proving, sometimes okay, actually proving how it starts. Okay, I will tell you. First we do the literature survey. Okay, literature we just see the old literatures. Suppose if we got any plant. Okay, in the just in wild plant we got, or like any garden we got a plant. Okay, okay, so first what we try, we just see the plant's name. First we try to know the uh, exact botanical name of that plant. Then from that exact botanical name, what we do, we collect all the its relation to medical science. Okay, means all the information relation to medical science. Okay, then what we find, we are finding that this plant doesn't have any medical history. Okay, or very little medical history, like ancient people they have written something, or like herbal medicine we got some idea, okay, but actually it is not proven, okay, like that. So from that history we get a little like characteristics, physiological characteristics of that particular plant. Okay, like what is the characters, like it is a poisonous plant, it is not, it is neutral plant, what type of plant, its fruit are edible or not, or like its flowers are okay or not. Many things we get from the botanist, okay, or like literature survey. And when we are sure, okay, then after that we do the animal experiment ki ha, it is non poisonous and in small dose we will try to give. If animals they are okay, then we just start our experiment with the human being, okay, otherwise it may cause some big problems to human being, physiological disturbance, many things may be there, okay. So selection of prover, animal proving, okay, but there is some disadvantage in animal proving. What are the disadvantage, okay, this disadvantage we will see, okay. So what is the disadvantage? Proving on lower animals should not be done due to the defects. As why? Because first is the subjective and mental symptoms can not be studied, as per they cannot express themselves by speaking, okay. Lower animals, okay, like you can tell mouse, rabbit, okay, monkey, they cannot express their ideas or their feelings, okay. That's why if you are doing proving on these animals, it is okay, just you can pathological characters you will get by the your medical tools, okay, like blood test is okay, CT scan, MRI, X-ray, USG, okay, but you cannot get any things like object subjective symptoms, like they cannot tell anything, okay, how mentally they are feeling, how they physically. That's why this animal trials or animal proving is not so good as per homeopathic drug proving, okay. But just to avoid any type of disadvantage of any type of poisonous effect in human being, we do the animal experiment, okay. So subjective and mental symptoms cannot be studied, as they cannot express themselves by speaking. Okay, and this is favorite question of examiner. Okay, why we do not do animal proving? Okay, we do in primary stage, but that is not like a in record of homeopathic drug proving. Okay, we do a little so that so eliminate the bad effect of any type of new drug. Okay, so remember this. Okay, second point we will see modalities and finer sensations are lacking to make a symptom complete, okay. Like modalities, okay, modalities you will understand later on, like it is aggravation, amelioration, okay, like when problem increases, like sometimes pupils are early morning they are getting knee pain, but afternoon they become okay. Sometimes they get knee pain at evening, but afternoon they are